Hello and welcome to today's discussion on GES Paper 2 Week 8. The first question was, what is medical diplomacy and how is India strengthening its position through medical diplomacy? Now this is a simple definition. You would basically will not find it anywhere because I have understood medical diplomacy. That's why I have wrote this definition. See, medical diplomacy is a soft power approach that includes medical aid as a form of help given by one nation to another, such as drugs, medical equipments, etc. India is strengthening its position in the world through medical diplomacy by number 1, establishing itself as a benevolent nation and a responsible nation. See, basically, when we are providing drugs or basically the medical aid to other nations, basically we are showing our benevolent side. What is this benevolent side? The benevolence is nothing but a form of a kindness, and that we are a responsible nation. How are we a responsible nation? We are a responsible nation that we are responsible even for our neighbors, even for the difficulty that our neighbors pass through. And hence, through medical diplomacy, we are establishing a benevolent and a responsible nation. Understand the concept. Next, enhancing regional integration. How? With its neighbor and across the world, especially with the African countries. Why I have given the example of the African countries? Because the African nations are the most deprived nations, especially when it comes to the health. Now, in this context, when India is trying to provide the medical assistance to the African nations, it is not just building its image, but also on the other hand, it's countering Chinese influence. Remember this. Sorry. Next, establishing a global link for the Indian pharmaceutical industry by showcasing the effectiveness of the Indian generic medicine and vaccine. See, India is basically called the pharmaceutical capital of the world, or the pharma capital of the world. Now we basically, what do we do is that we produce generic medicine. What are generic medicine? Generic medicines are basically non-branded. That means they have no brand, and that they are in general cheaper in nature. And this generic medicines and their efficacy, we are basically showing that yes, we have such a industry, and that industry can provide such and such kind of facilities. Next, through medical diplomacy, India is also showcasing its progress through research and development across the world. Now look at this. So basically what India is trying to do is that India is trying to build up as a R&D hub for the world. Next, through medical diplomacy, this is basically the examples that you need to cite. Basically, I would suggest that please use this diagram to cite examples. For drugs, you can say HCQ is nothing but your hydroxychloroquine that we have recently supplied to USA, Brazil during the COVID pandemic. Again, we have supplied medical staffs to Maldives, Kuwait, again during the COVID pandemic. Again, we have the COVID fund with the SAARC nation. Next, last but not least is your conclusion. Hence, through the medical diplomacy, India is strengthening its position across the world. Simple. Next, significance of the Indian Ocean Commission for India. Please understand first of all, what is this Indian Ocean Commission? See, the Indian Ocean Commission is an intergovernmental body. What do we mean by intergovernmental body? None other than the government of different nations combined together to form an organization. That is the meaning of your intergovernmental body. It was created in 1984 to protect the interest of the Western Indian Ocean Island. Now, if you can look at this diagram, you would basically identify that this is none other than your Africa. And these are your some of the islands. We have the Seychelles over here. You have the Comoros over here. You have the Mauritius. We have the Madagascar. The entire island is your Madagascar. And we have the Reunion. Remember this, that the Reunion is nothing but your France. That is the island that belongs to France. It has occupied this island since the prior to the World War II. It has been in occupants of this island. Now, Introduction. See, India was recently, first of all, yeah, the question was that the significance of the Indian Ocean Commission for India. Now, first of all, you need to write in the intro that India was recently given the observer status in the Indian Ocean Commission. This is important. Now, what is the significance of the IOC? The significance of the IOC is that engagement with the Western Indian Ocean nation, along with the France, access to the natural resources. From the geopolitical point of view, it can help to counter the Chinese influence in this region. This is basically for the 5 markers question. You're going to write this. Now consider that if it is a 10 markers question, for the 10 markers question you have to include this entire thing. I hope you understood that how to deal with a 5 and what to deal with a 10 markers question. Now similar case is also over here. I just forgot to mention that this question, that answer that I have written is for the 10 marks and not for the 5 markers. So basically what I would say is that in case if it is a 5 markers, what would you do? Go with the definition, done. Next is that key, only write the points that I have highlighted, done. Showcasing its progress to field. No need of this, no need of anything else. It's simply through this you can do it. Yes, if you have time, if you want to draw a diagram, so far so good, but no need to write a conclusion. Simply answer to the point, hit to the point. Next question we have, what is the recent development between India and the US relation after Namaste Trump? See, Namaste Trump was basically organized in your Gujarat for the US President Donald Trump, through which India can demonstrate its soft power diplomacy over the world. See, the recent developments post Namaste Trump. What were the recent developments? First, India and the US signed defense deal for the 24 MH-60R Romeo helicopters and 6 AH-64E, that is your Apache. Next, growth of medical diplomacy. Again, we brought medical diplomacy over here. How? With the COVID pandemic, whereby India supplied HCQ drugs to US and the US sent 200 ventilators to India. Next, the US support for India against the recent Chinese incursion. So these are some of the things that, some of the development that basically took place after the post Namaste Trump phase. Now within this you can see is that you have to analyze that post Namaste Trump you have to move beyond the this defense deal, because as if you see that most of this current affairs, they are basically saying that there was a greater amount of defense deal, but the question was that developments after Namaste Trump. So basically these are the certain developments, because after Namaste Trump what happened is that the COVID pandemic spread across the world. So these are some of the things that basically have taken place after the Namaste Trump campaign. Next, how the US Taliban agreement will benefit India-Afghanistan relationship. See, this is a 5 markers question. Again, this can also be a 10 markers question. See, now US Taliban agreement is based on the objective to bring Taliban into the mainstream administration. Done. What is the benefit for the Indo-Afghan relationship? First, reduction in the terrorism export to India from Taliban will enhance India's investment opportunity in Afghanistan. It will further help to develop the INSTC. What is INSTC? The INSTC was nothing but the International North-South Transport Corridor. It was basically aimed to connect your Mumbai to Iran, that is your Chabahar port, and through Chabahar port we will be directly moving to Russia and with connecting with the Afghanistan. Next, should India focus on the revival of SAARC? Now, the SAARC was established in 1985, is now known as now in a moribund state. What is a moribund state? Or I can say it's in a declining state due to the non-cooperation from Pakistan. Remember this, you need to mention this. If you are writing the statement, you need to mention that one of the major reasons of the failure of the SAARC was the non-cooperation of Pakistan in different initiatives of the SAARC. Now, what are the benefits of the SAARC revival? See, it will help to begin dialogue with Pakistan. It can enhance trade ties with the SAARC nation. It will help to bring peace and tranquility with the South Asian region. These are some of the simple things. Next, why South China Sea is a matter of concern for India. See, First of all is that since it's a 5 markers question, you do not need to write the South China Sea is. But if you want to write, first of all you can also write that the South China Sea is basically located towards the Eastern Pacific Ocean. Simple. Importance. See, first of all is that the South China Sea is a main trade route, rich in resources, marine especially. Now, what are India's concern? See, increasing Chinese hegemony. How? Chinese have actually occupied most of the islands of the South China Sea, such as the, the islands belonging to Vietnam, the islands belonging to the Philippines. They all have been occupied within the South China Sea by the Chinese. Again, the Chinese could block their trade route. This is very much important. See, almost we can say that 70% of the trade route passes through the South China Sea region. And if Chinese are controlling the South China Sea region, then they can control the hegemony. Next, India has made again significant investment in the South China Sea gas and oil reserve. Basically, we have the Indian Oil Corporation. They have made investment with Vietnam's the offshore regions where the oil and gas pipeline have been are being developed, or basically the gas reservoirs are being developed, not pipeline. It's the reservoir that is being developed. And India has made significant investment in the South China Sea region with Vietnam as the main partner. Now in this context, this is the cause of concern for India in the South China Sea. Next, significance of the 2+2 dialogue. 2+2 Indo-US dialogue. Now please understand what is this 2+2 Indo-US dialogue. See, the format of dialogue where the defense and the foreign ministers from India meet with their counterparts from US. It is in the US they are not ministers, rather the secretary, that is the defense secretary, and there is the foreign affairs secretary. Simple. What is the significance of this? First of all, US holds such ministerial dialogue with Australia and Japan apart from India, showing the increasing cooperation with the US. This is first and foremost. Next, it helps in quick decision with respect to the foreign and defense matters. Next, better resolution of your disputes. Simple. Next, what is the Brexit? See, the Brexit refers to the exit of the UK from the European Union with the ratification of the Lisbon Treaty. See, with the Lisbon Treaty of the Article 51 of the European Convention, that a particular state can move out of the European Union. See, as a result, the UK will no longer be bound by the decision of the EU, nor it has to contribute £350 million towards the EU. Simple, sir. This is the correlation between Brexit, that is exit of Britain, and EU. Means, so basically, if you want to understand that, sir, how to tackle this question, see, this question can be tackled in two ways. That it's first of all, it's asking the Brexit and EU. EU is nothing but the European Union. You can simply also write it in such a manner that you can explain the EU and the Brexit if you want to explain it in such a way. EU is nothing but the European Union, and Brexit is nothing but the exit of the Britain from the European Union. This can also be the format of writing the answer. I hope you have a clarity of the total subject matter. Thank you. That will be all for today's class.